Taurus, this is part 2. We're going to get into this extended reading. And like I said, we're going to talk about the rest of Scorpio season, including the rest of October and the eclipse, the final eclipse in your sign at the end of October. But we're also going to peek into November and see what's to be done. With Saturn working through the house of connections, the house of wish fulfillment, the house of friendship, extended friendship, and the house of networks, and hopes and wishes. This is generally a beneficial house. It's where you're received and what you receive from your legacy, from standing in your highest power. Saturn is going direct. And with that, there is a understanding that you may have seen or have seen parts of yourself or seen parts of others that were unjust. They were not fair. They were dark. They were harboring resentments. Your job now is to put up some boundaries. Your job now is to be the Nine of Wands, to have the conviction to stand, even if you have to stand alone. Speak, even if your voice cracks, on what is truly fair and what is truly just and what is truly worth fighting for. And that itself is an act of love that's going to leave you in a place where you're a little isolated. But if you don't speak up on this, not only will you not be loving others, but you won't be loving yourself properly. Now, I shuffled earlier and a small independent deck fell out, and it fell out like this. So this would be the last card, and it's the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is interesting. This card has a significance of, in what I've learned recently is in my readings, this is a deja vu. When Wheel of Fortune turns around and goes backwards, there is a opportunity to reclaim a certain profit, a certain positive experience. So we're going to lay these out the way they came. There's quite a few of them here, and we'll go through them all. So the Judgment, the thing that you saw, there was indecision about third parties. There was indecision potentially about someone else's influence. Could be a third party situation and relationship, or it could just be friends. But there was some sort of indecisive energy about a group, about the way that a group was working and whether it was working for you. And you even felt this real uncomfortable uncertainty. It wasn't like you were able to follow your intuition. You were like, okay, my intuition's even clouded right now. I'm feeling insecure. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm feeling delirious. Is this even happening? Is this all in my head? There was a lot of confusion that brought this on. And then the Tower reversed. Interestingly enough, when the Moon in the Tower reverse comes up, I feel like this is you running through the problem and is as a full disaster in your imagination. It doesn't actually come to be, but you've just, like, all four of these cards are upside down. Okay, so this is something that's mostly running around in your head, and you've built it up into this big thing. What you're seeing, this judgment that you're making on someone else, is reflective of parts of you were not comfortable facing yet. And what I see here with these next three cards, which fall under Justice and the Nine of Wands, is how you are getting from a place of feeling very uncomfortable and very unbalanced by the circumstance to standing firm in boundaries that you need erected. The way to find those boundaries, Seven of Cups to the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Cups is reversed. Pull back from the delusion. Stop projecting your confusion outwards. It's not about them, actually. It's about you. You're not 100% certain on which direction you were going, which is why you got confused in the first place, why you got overwhelmed, why this outside influence was so overwhelming that it took up your whole imagery and you weren't able to see clearly which direction you wanted to go. So stepping back from the confusion, instead of feeling so overwhelmed by all the options, which is actually this way, again, still inside your head, pulling back from that and going back to, okay, but what is my objective? What do I actually know? Well, I know me. I don't really know what's going on inside other people's heads. They may have told me their opinions, but that's just the part that they're willing to share. They have a right to honor parts of themselves that are individual to them. And I don't know that, but I know me. So I'm going to go back to me. Sixes are all about love. Six is a Venus number. It's all about love. So when we sit with a Six of Swords, even though it's a thought and it's clarity, The tarot teaches us it is an act of self-love to learn of self, to get back to what you know, and what you know is yourself, which means looking at your dark side. What about this situation confirmed things because you intuitively knew it because you're the same? What about this makes you insecure? And that is where we find illumination. That is where we find the new clarity, mental clarity. Now, interestingly enough, both of these last cards came up reversed. So we are going to elaborate on this. I'm going to pull some more. We'll pull some oracle for clarity. But I have the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, both major arcana. These are big, big, big themes. We got the Moon. We got the Tower. We got Judgment. We got Justice. We got the Star. We got the Chariot. We got an Ace of Swords. We have the World. There's a lot of major arcanas here, which means these are huge moves that are going to change a lot. And there is a chance that you could see this as a deja vu. You've been here before. You've experienced this before, and you ran away from it. So what to do next? Well, Taurus, we're going to look into, I got this new deck. I absolutely adore it. I love dragon magic, and it is the Star Dragon card. Puppy. Star Dragon cards. It's going to give us a constellation. It's also going to give us a dragon and its message. And then we'll find out. Thank you. Vision. You're ignoring your bigger vision. You have a vision here that you have been sidestepping. This is very much a Aquarian card as well. Vision, contemplating the future. What you're being asked here is to recognize patterns of behavior where you have rejected putting up those boundaries. Wisdom, also reversed. Interesting. Asking questions. Vision. One more for some clarity, please, dragons. That one didn't want to come out. Oh my god, it like flew and it's upright. Here we go. Okay. I can reach it. Bear with me, Taurus. I know you're patient. Resilience. All right. Finding your limits. It may be that you've gotten to a place where you know that this person or this place or this thing, it's not going to make it all the way that you want to go. And this may be why you see yourself in this situation, this person, this judgment that you originally called on. And it clouded your vision, and it pulled you from your wisdom. Because it showed you your own limitations, or at least your self-imposed limitations. I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to go a little bit further. All right, Taurus. I know you're patient, but I want more clarity. What do we do with this, Spirit? What is the overall message? What do we do? Now that we've recognized this dark side and these other people in the situations, and we know to put up those boundaries, we know it's an act of love, and we understand it's going to leave us where we may have to walk for a while by ourselves, what do we need to lean on? We need to lean on our vision. We need to lean on our wisdom, which are both innate. You know this, but it's a struggle. It's hard. And to trust that you're going to have to be resilient. Here we go. Peace. Embrace your confusion. Let there be peace in not knowing all the answers. Taurus, you have to be okay with not knowing how the outcome's going to go. You have to be okay with standing alone. If it means standing by your principles, then it doesn't matter what you have to sacrifice, because your principles will bring you closer to your higher power. Your higher power will bring you exactly where you need to be and provide you everything that you require. But you need to trust that you're worth it. And when you see these dark situations, that you can honestly reflect and be like, I used to be like that. I understand. That's why I'm triggered by it. And you understand that when you get back to yourself, you see that you've actually cleared these demons. You know this path. Empathy for another person isn't going to be enough for them to get better, or a situation or a job. being empathetic and being patient isn't enough. Acceptance is a big thing here. Acceptance that you're enough all by yourself. And you're going to have to take a leap of faith not knowing all the answers and letting the confusion and the in-between host a certain creativity and let it build you a new vision. Because you found your limits and now you need to work within it. Thank you so much, Taurus. And if you're looking for a personal reading, please hit me up. I got a special one. I love you guys. Bye.